Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be revisiting Roblox's oldest egg hunt events and giving you guys an idea of what it was like to play these events when they were brand new. However, I'm not going to be playing through 2008 and 2010 because they're a little harder to play through, and you'll see why. But without further ado, let's get into it. So as you can probably guess, the first one I'm going to cover is the 2008 Eggstravaganza. This event started on March 20th, 2008 and ended 3 days later on March 23rd. The concept for this event was pretty simple. All the earnable eggs would basically rain down from the sky in any place between certain times of the day. There wasn't one official egg hunt place for this event, and that's what kind of sets it apart from the rest of them. And for Roblox's first ever egg hunt event, these eggs were really cool, and the way you had to earn them was super unique. The coolest one in my opinion has to be the puzzling egg of Enigma, because to earn this egg you literally had to beat it in a game of chess. Every single egg had a unique way of obtaining it, and this stayed consistent throughout every single egg hunt afterwards. I'll show all the eggs on screen right now, and I'll also leave a link in the description so you can go see all of it yourself. But there were also some eggs created by Shedletsky with the purpose of fooling players, one of them being the tiny egg of non-existence, which was repurposed in 2021 for the Metaverse Champions event, another being the blue steel egg of genius that was repurposed later in 2008 for the Rotris event, and the Wikipedian egg of mind control, which still isn't obtainable. And there were some more fake eggs as well, but I'll talk about them more later in the video. Another popular item that came from this event was the bunny ears of Caprice. This was a retexture of the original bunny ears, and this hat had a script inside of it containing a list of Roblox admins, granting them permission to use admin tools and spawn eggs manually in-game. Looking back, it seems like the 2008 Eggstravaganza was the perfect execution of their first egg hunt event, and it really set the tone for these events at the time. So there was actually no event at all for 2009 and 2011 as well, which is really surprising considering the egg hunts were well received very early on. And there were actually some fan-made egg hunts in 2009, and they were fairly popular, but there was nothing official. Moving on to the 2010 Extravaganza, this event originally started on April 2nd, 2010, but had to be closed 2 days later because Roblox's servers were overloaded with people trying to get all the eggs, and while it was closed, Roblox gave away the golden egg beaters accessory for free as an apology. The event was postponed for 3 months until July 21st and ended 5 days later. The concept for this event was exactly the same as the 2008 Extravaganza, where all the eggs just fell from the sky in every single Roblox game, and people actually took advantage of this. People started to make egg funnel places. Basically, you create a giant funnel with a base plate underneath and just let all the eggs roll down the funnel and fall straight onto your head. A lot of people completed the whole event doing this, except something new about this event was the introduction of gears. Gears had just come out a year prior, and they could finally be utilized as tools for the egg hunt. Builders Club members were given the egg basket for every single egg hunt event, and apparently without this egg basket you could only collect 6 of the eggs, which is honestly kind of ridiculous looking back. This event featured lots of new eggs with unique ways to earn them. For example, the Egg of Equinox Night could only be earned in a place with a night skybox, with the day version being only available in daylight. Some eggs were only available in certain places, like sword fights in the heights, and one of them even spawned zombies to protect it. This was also the first event to feature the Fabergé eggs. These are more decorative eggs that sit on top of your head, and they were typically seen as more rare at the time. And like I was talking about earlier, some of the fake eggs from 2008 were actually repurposed for the Crossroads Improvement Project, which was a contest where players would submit their own improved version of the original Crossroads map, and this was hosted alongside the 2010 Extravaganza. The delays for this event were pretty upsetting for the community, but this one definitely expanded on the last one, and I think it aged pretty well. Alright, moving on to the 2012 egg hunt. This is the very first egg hunt to actually have its own place, and the map was pretty much a combination of Crossroads and a bunch of other assets from Roblox's official maps. This event also broke the former record for most players in a game at once, achieving just under 10,000 players concurrent. Well, I'll be honest, the maps that came after this were way better, and I would say this one's pretty bland in comparison. Like always, there was tons of new eggs with new features, and there was actually a few unused eggs as well. There was one egg in particular that could only be earned in the Three Stooges event that ran alongside the 2012 egg hunt. During the final days of this event, there was actually an exploit that would literally just give you every single egg in the event, so you didn't really actually have to do any of the work. But yeah, this event definitely set the tone for at least what people see as the most enjoyable style of egg hunt events. And moving on to the 2013 egg hunt, this has to be my favorite of all time easily. It was just such a step up from the last one in my opinion. This time around, the map was completely original, no reused assets, and it was cool. It featured a few different themes. The building style looked really new at the time too, and one of the main things you had to do in this event was to find these portals that essentially just make it easier for you to move around the map. I think most people would agree that the eggs from this event were some of the best of all time, and there were tons of new egg features. This was the first egg hunt event to have eggs that actually hatched into hats, and you could even unlock eggs on the website just by using some of the website features, like updating a place in Roblox Studio or posting on the forums. And this one also had some really cool canceled eggs, but this one definitely expanded did on the last one. This time around, there was actually boss fights that you could do to earn some of these eggs, and I don't know, this one just felt really proper compared to the ones before it. Unfortunately though, this was the last event that really had its own standalone place and didn't involve teleporting around like we see nowadays, and that leads me into the 2014 egg hunt. The major difference between this event and the last ones, this was the first egg hunt where you're actually teleporting around to different places, and there was actually quite a bit to do in this event. The community actually considered this event somewhat of a flop because there was a ton of bugs with this event and Roblox had to keep privating the place, and the forums were just absolutely going nuts. This is also the first egg hunt with a proper story to it. It's pretty much just a good versus evil story, and Lucky Lappin is the protagonist, with his evil counterpart being Rabid Rabbit from an alternate universe, hence the Eggverse theme. And Rabid Rabbit is essentially known for stealing the eggs that Lappin likes to collect. So basically the concept for this event is you're just traveling from world to world to collect all these eggs to help Lappin. Again, there was lots of cool boss fights in this one and things revisited from the last event, and this was also the first event to use the new terrain generation feature. It only looked like this for a short period of time and it's been changed since, so if you play any remake of it, it won't look the same. And all the issues with it aside, this event did have some cool eggs, but I would say 2013 has a beat, to be honest. But this definitely was the first event that really set the tone for all of the next events to come after it, and oddly enough, even the new hunt events kind of take after it. But yeah, that's about all I have to say about the egg hunt events. I just wanted to make a brief history video about this for Easter. I know a lot of people really love these events and really want them to come back, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I missed anything, please leave some comments and let me know, and I look forward to seeing your feedback. And that's about it. Peace.